Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.
This is episode 1258 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I've been hosting this show now for almost 7 years. It's the #1 show in Apple Podcasts, more episodes than any other. The format's changed over the course of time from what it originally was, which was a 15-minute rant on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, where I would just talk about something I felt like talking about, and talk about some jobs I was recruiting for, because I was still doing recruiting in those days. Now I coach people through their job search. I will tell you point blank, I am world class. And if you don't believe me, take a look at some of the comments I've gotten on my LinkedIn profile. The address is at the end of the show. Just take a look at some of the 70-some odd comments that are currently there from people that I've helped. Today's show is a real simple one. I encourage you to do what rookie recruiters do. Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it a great review. And I also want to encourage you, take my classes on skills, share. There's a lot there. My classes, lots of other classes on a host of different subjects. Skillshare.com, and if you use the link in the show notes, you'll get 2 months for free instead of just 1. And now, let's get going.
Years ago, I used to train beginning recruiters. You know, little puppies who'd never done the job before, eager, wanting to do the right thing. And who would always ask me, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Kind of like a big sheepdog. They'd be lovable and you'd like them and they want to do the right thing. And they get on the phone and sound horrible. And they get off the phone all sorts of depressed. I did a terrible job on this one. I pat them on the head and say, that's okay. This is your time to make some mistakes. I'm going to give you a list of firms to call. And I want you to practice, saying what I tell you to say. And, with time, you're going to get better. It's not going to take you long, but it's going to, you're going to have to make your mistakes and, get used to the fact that at the beginning, you just don't know what you're doing. And when you interview job applicants, I'll give you some basic questions, but at the end of the day, you don't really know what you're doing. So you're only going to get basic information. Excuse me. And from there, I'll send you back for more. So they would do that, and eventually they become more confident, and they could get further down the interview chain, or if they were doing business development, they could get further into asking questions because they were learning along the way. And from those experiences, they would start to develop more confidence and more expertise. You know where I'm going with this one, folks? I'm talking to you. There are times you've just got to make your mistakes. So I want you to call firms and talk with them about opportunities. Don't start with the A organizations that you want to really work for. Start with the C's, the one you really don't care about that much. Just get on the phone, call them, talk to the hiring managers, make your mistakes, and get better. It's not going to take you all that long, just like it doesn't with these people. With the rookie recruiters, they didn't know the field that they were even working in. So they had to learn, for example, technology recruiting. They had to learn, the terminology for technology. You wouldn't have to do that, would you? Of course not. But you might have to learn the sales stuff, just like they had to learn. And it doesn't take long, but you start to get better as you start to have more successes. So that's really my advice for you. Start getting on the phone. Start calling people. Just introduce yourself. Tell them what you're trying to accomplish. Excuse me. And start to promote yourself. Start getting information out about you, reaching out to people, asking for advice, making your mistakes. Yes, I want you to practice before you call, just like I would with the rookie recruiters, but I fully expect you'll become fearful like most people do at the beginning. And then, after the call, you go, oh, that was awful. That was terrible. And I'll ask you to ask yourself, what could I have done better? Where was the mistake? How did it break down for me? What can I do differently next time? This is the learning process. You see, you've been trained out of this industrial mindset to be perfect. And you're not. And you won't be. But I want you to start getting better. The only way you can get better is through practice, repetition, making your mistakes, and not really worrying about the consequences, because what's going to happen? Do you think this hiring manager is going to say, hey, I spoke to this one, he's an idiot? You think he's going to say that to you? Do you think she's going to insult you over the phone and go, what is wrong with you? Of course not. Of course not. So what are you afraid of? Just start talking to people like rookie recruiters who are 20 years old and know less than a door, and just start making your mistakes. You're not going to make many, and the basic mistake you're going to make is going to come from your fear, and the way you overcome fear is through practice and repetition. So practice, repeat. Practice, repeat. Get better at things, and lo and behold, you're going to start to have great conversations with people. Again, do you expect it to be your first call? Probably not. Do you think you'll get better by your fifth or sixth call? Probably. Are you going to be perfect? No. But with time and practice, you will be getting better.
So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few ways to get even more from me. First of all, visit my website, www.thebiggamehunter.us. I have several thousand blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated my information with a focus on interviewing. If you have a few questions, contact me through the Magnify app for iOS. That's Magnify with an I at the end, or PrestoExperts.com, where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, speaking with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help with a salary negotiation, my trusted advisor services, as well as scheduling me for Magnify or for PrestoExperts.com. Like you, I don't work for free. You can also take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands of courses, not just simply mine. It is a great resource in a variety of different areas. Subscribe to my other podcast, which is called Job Search Radio. This one is number 1 in Apple Podcasts. Job Search Radio is number 2. Subscribe to both. You will get great information 7 days a week from this show, 6 days a week from the other. Lastly, I want to encourage you to join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 500 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're building a supportive group there to provide advice and counsel during difficult times. Again, the group on Facebook is called Career Angles. I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, have a great day. Be great!
Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.
Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.